Hey, it's your girl, your niece, your auntie, your sister, Angelia, Lady J. Johnson, saying welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. We are in a series entitled Pretty Weeds, and it's basically a talk about how we sometimes have to be a false version or choose to be a false version or are morphed into a false version of ourselves, which brings us to why we are here today. We're going to play in the mud a little bit. This part is going to take us two parts to discuss. We have 6 tools that make up the necessary arsenal to transform ourselves from pretty weeds to beautiful flowers. Those tools are these: your thoughts, your words, your emotions, your imagination, your decisions, and your actions. Buckle up. We're going to talk about 3 of them on today. Thoughts. The dictionary defines thoughts as an idea or opinion produced by thinking or suddenly occurring in the mind. Thoughts generate when you walk into a place. You immediately have thoughts about it. A sudden reaction, or it could be an idea based on something that was similar to that place you just entered. So a way to transform your thoughts and keep them at beautiful flower status is to be prepared. If you're going into a situation, going to a place, or going around a person that may make you not think good thoughts, go ahead and supplement them with pre-programmed thoughts. We call them affirmation or a form of meditation. So when you're going into that situation, when you're going into that place, when you're going around that person, you have already trained your brain with a new set of thoughts, good thoughts about that situation. Words. One definition of words is something that someone says or writes. Speech that is distinct from action. And I'm glad I chose that particular definition on purpose, because one of the tools is actions. And so we want to let you know that words are separate from actions, even though words are very powerful. So here's an idea on how to keep words at beautiful flower status and no longer at pretty weed status. It's really all about preparation. Just like I said with thoughts, I had a mentor that did not come up with this phrase, but said it so much that I believe that she was close to the person that must have coined it. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Those words need to be prepared and planned in advance. You are ultimately in control of you. So even if those places, those people, those circumstances may form triggers, then you trigger yourself in the right way. Pre-wire yourself with some words that's going to help you get through that situation until ultimately you're either out of that situation or that situation turns in your favor. Which brings us to emotions. Emotions are a natural, distinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationship with others. When you go into that situation, when you go into that place, when you go around that person, what immediately comes up? Where does it take your mindset? One sure way to transform your emotions or keep your emotions at beautiful flower status is to monitor the music you listen to. Music has a vibration, a tone, an energy to it that helps get within the fiber of your being and can really transform how you act, react, and interact in certain situations. So if you're going to a place, if you're placed in a circumstance, or you have to be around people that are a little bit challenging, before you head there, put on the music that puts you in a good place, so you're already at an elevated vibration before entering that place that may cause you to have to react a little bit differently than what you would like to, while we're still learning how to transform from pretty weeds into beautiful flowers. So good thoughts produces beautiful flowers. Good words produces beautiful flowers. Good emotions produces beautiful flowers. But now this is never a segment of condemnation, judgment. What it is a recognizing and acknowledgement and accountability. Because if your thoughts are off or bad, since we're using that term, how do we get them back right? If your words are off or bad, how do we get them right? If your emotions are off or bad, how do we get them right? We are instinctively good, loving, peaceful, kind, because the essence of who we are comes from good and loving and peaceful and kind. But through the vicissitudes of life, some circumstance, some situation, some place, something, someone has gotten us off. And I want you to stay tuned because we're going to get back on. This is just an intro, so just a little teaser, just a little tickler, just a little encouragement to stay tuned because we're going to unravel each one of these tools in the coming weeks so that you, my friend, don't stay at pretty weed status, but you morph, you transform, you turn back into the beautiful flower, the highest best self, the God person that you are, so that you have an amazing life experience. Until next time, this has been your girl, your niece, your auntie, your sister, Angelia, Lady J. Johnson, saying peace. Hey, it's your girl, your niece, your auntie, your sister, Angelia, Lady J. Johnson, saying thanks again for coming to my channel. I hope something was said to empower you to be a better version of yourself. And to get more of that, look at more videos, listen to my music, and subscribe.